everyone. So welcome to our mathematics class. So this afternoon we'll be talking about solving quadratic equations by extracting square roots. So last meeting we talked about quadratic equations where there are ways in solving quadratic equations. 4 ways actually. So now let's review first. So quadratic equation is in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So where a should not be equal to 0. So in extracting square roots, we have to follow 3 steps. Okay, these are general steps to follow in extracting square roots. So the first one is to isolate. We have to isolate the square term so that we can get rid of the exponent 2 or the square. So the second one is to square root both sides for us to get rid of the exponent, and we can solve right after that, solve for x or solve for the variable present in the equation. Okay, so example number 1. So we have the square of x plus 2 equals 9. So again, apply those steps. So it's they're isolated already, they're separated from each other already, the square of x plus 2 and the 9. So we have to square root both sides. So the square of both sides will give us x plus 2 is equal to positive negative 3. So take note that if we're going to square root a number, we can have 2 roots, that is positive and negative 3. So to solve, we can have 2 answers here. Since this is positive and negative 3, we can have negative 2 plus 3, that would give us 1, and negative 2 minus 3, that would give us negative 5. Example number 2. So here in example number 2, we have a coefficient here outside the square term. Okay? So we're going to get rid of that coefficient. We're going to divide both sides by number 4 so that number 4 will disappear. Not just magically disappear, but it's in legal process. So we have here divide both sides by 4, that will give us the quantity of x minus 1 squared is equal to 4, because 60 divided by 4 is 4. So now let's proceed to square root. We're going to square root both sides. That will give us x minus 1 is equal to positive and negative 2. Again, our square root for 4 is positive and negative 2. So we can have 2 answers here. We can have 2 real roots here. So that is x is equal to 1 plus 2, that is 3, and x is equal to 1 minus 2, that is negative 1. Okay? So for our last example, we have a numerical coefficient beside our variable, inside the square term. No? So we have here the square of 2x plus 3 equals 25. So the first one is to take the square. We have to get rid of our exponent 2 so that we can have our standard equation or our linear equation for us to directly find the value of x or to find the roots. Yes. So we have 2x plus 3 equals positive and negative 5. Okay? So this one, 2x plus 3 equals positive and negative 5, and step 2 is to solve for 2x. Okay, we have to solve for 2x here. So we're going to transfer the positive 3 to the other side, and it will become negative 3. Since we transfer 3 from the left side to the right side, so the sign would change. So we have now 2x equals negative 3 plus and minus 5. And the step 3 is to solve for x. Since it's not expressed in x already, since we have a numerical coefficient 2 here, we have to get rid of 2. We're going to divide 2 the both sides. Okay, but first, we have to know the negative 3 plus 5 and negative 3 minus 5. So negative 3 plus 5 will give us 2, right? So since we have 2 from the left side, we're going to divide both sides by 2 to get rid of 2 so that x will remain. So x will become 1. And the other is negative 3 minus 5 divided by 2, that is negative 8 divided by 2, that will give us negative 4. So that's how we solve this equation. Okay? So when to use this method? So solving quadratic equations by extracting square roots or extracting square roots method is not always applicable in all quadratic equation forms. So when to specifically use this method, so here are the applicable forms. If it is in the form of the square root of ax plus b equals c, or b squared minus 4ac is squared. And if it's inapplicable, if the given form is in general form or in component solutions. So take note that it's not always applicable. So extracting square roots offer a direct solution. So it's a direct solution, especially if it is if the form given is in squared form. We can easily use the extracting square roots for that. And this method is applicable for specific quadratic equations. Practice and recognition are key to efficient problem solving. So this method streamlines solutions and builds problem solving confidence. Okay? So that's how we solve quadratic equations by extracting square roots. I hope you learned from today's lesson, and tomorrow we're gonna talk about solving quadratic equations by